with your knowledge and experience, the question that I have from that is, after the assessment, it's possible to see that there are high performing employees and there are low performance, low performing employees there. And usually the company will have to make a decision between just leaving the low performing employees that they're probably not going to perform very well, and eventually they might be on the list of the people to let go at some point, or the company can say, well, these candidates are low performing, but then there's a way to help them to be able to prepare for a position that is upcoming. So some organization will say, well, these are low performing people, we can train them, spend some money to train and see if they can do better. Or they just make sure that when there's opportunity to be filled, or there's a position rather to be filled in the organization, they just do external search. They just look outside. So my question is, what is the best way to know for sure when you can still try to invest in the employees to train them to be ready for a potential position, and just saying, well, let's just look outside and see if another person from, I think they do this in academic institution and organization to have. So what do you think is the best thing to do in that kind of situation?
Well, for any organization, um, it's a challenge to, well, let me say it a different way. For an organization where there's a challenge with whether people are growing or not, or whether people want to advance and promote, then it's incumbent on the leadership team to make assessments. And sometimes the assessment means that you're going to have to let people go, or you're going to have to help people fire themselves. And that's a sad day for organizations. However, for those growth-minded organizations, they're always and consistently looking for new talent, better talent, more skill, better leaders. And for those organizations, they're going to put some things in place, and we'll say, you're going to work with those 80% of the people who are giving you the most. Those other 20%, you're going to do a few things. One, like you said, you'll make a determination whether they can be, is it a training issue? And then you train them to get them ready. And then you move forward. If training doesn't work, then you know that it's not skill, it's will, right? And anytime there's a will issue, that's when you know that it's time to let that person find somewhere else to work. You see, it's not a leader's responsibility to give you will. It's not a leader's responsibility to help you have the willpower to come in every day, do your job, and perform at peak performance. Now, it's a leader's responsibility to help you with skill, but will, you have to cut bait with that. And sometimes in organizations, they let the lack of will linger around a little too long. And instead of cutting bait, and it's like, well, we know Marie and she's been here for so long, and it's going to take us a while to find a new person. And no, it's been nice knowing Marie, but Marie is not contributing anymore. And we've trained again, but she doesn't have the will to do it. So let's help her will her way to another company.